consequences.
Okay. Okay.
With that, on that note.
I can't tell you how happy I was to see Maud leaving Declan last season and sort of seizing control of her life, so to speak. How has she taken to adjusting to this new role and her, new job?
Duck to water. I think the thing that she's got to adjust to is the fact that she's taken a huge lump out of her ego, and she's popped that in her back pocket to say, no, I would prefer to go do a lesser part, but actually be working and be on stage, and I applaud her for that. And she takes a big punt going and doing it, but I think she really, really enjoys being back at work, but also she then gets an opportunity to go on as the lead, and within that moment, that's where she feels like she's back. But she has further to go, which is great.
And, I'm curious, Aidan, if you have a perspective on why Declan won't go see Maud in her play, because I think that's a really big sort of point of contention when they first get together, because I was like, oh, they're hooking up together again, but that kind of instantly falls apart the minute she's like, you still haven't seen my play. What do you think prevents him from going to see her perform?
Actually, I don't think it's clearly work or whatever, or just something that pops up that he thinks he can, maybe at the moment, he doesn't think it's as big a deal as it is. I don't think it's even that's the most important thing. It's the fact that he lies and he tells her he's seen the play. It's not going to it. I mean, I've often missed friends' plays or whatever, and you go, I'm so sorry I can't go, or I missed it, but hey, listen, I'm going to catch you next week. Whatever. But to go and lie to her, that surprised me. It shows how desperate he is to have Maud back in his life, so I could sort of channel that. And I could lean into that side of him, that he really does love her and he wants the family to be reunited, and I do think he feels a sense of guilt and shame about what he's put her through and in recent years and whatnot. But it's the lying bit that really surprised me and shocked me, that he was hoping and also thinking he'd get away with it. I mean, Maud, for all her faults, is as sharp as a tack, and I don't think that was ever going to win. And for a man who's all about the truth, and finding the truth in situations, to tell such a huge transgression was, it was a strange moment.
But I took it as he lied because he knew how important it was to Maud. So he felt like that was the easier...
Well, sure, but you don't do that, though. Do you know what I mean? It's such a crazy move. It's a crazy chess move to play.
He knows she'll go for him.
And the truth is, if he had gotten away with it, he would have just continued that lie. He wouldn't have corrected it. So, and he probably wouldn't have gone to see the play either. It just would have freed him up to do more meetings. So, yeah, if that answers your question.
Men, Teresa.
Yeah, Declan. I'm curious because obviously we see Tony offering Maud the part of Titania for A Midsummer Night's Dream. And, I'm sure Declan will not be happy with Maud working with the enemy. What should we expect from the fallout of that between these two characters?
What can you expect? You can expect what you'd hope for, which is it doesn't go down brilliantly. But the two of them are trying to navigate their new world. Maud's new world, he's trying to be respectful. I respect that you're working, but I don't like it. You respect that I'm working, but you don't like it. So that's sort of where the cracks start appearing, because they start fudging what's real about their relationship. And I think that's what kind of can cause any relationship to get into trouble, because they're fiery, but they're always pretty straight up. So yeah, it's the beginning of more delicious drama for you, love.
Well, it's been drama-filled already just in the first 3 episodes. Aidan, at the final moments of episode 3, I was kind of unsure where Declan was standing with Rupert, but then he votes against him. How much of that is motivated from wanting to protect Venturer versus keeping this very messy, controversy-riddled man away from his family, specifically his daughter?
Yeah, I think it's both things. But I think what you said first is probably more prevalent. I think it's at this point in time, it's probably about saving the company. You know, he feels like he is that chairman of the board kind of mentality. I think it's the company comes first. It's a big opportunity for him to branch out in a different way, and given the stress and everything else that was involved in his demise when he was let go or he exited Corinium, I think it does put his work in jeopardy slightly, and I think he's trying to find his feet again. So this is a huge opportunity to do something different. So I think it's
looking after your true love.
I think it is. I think it's saving the company is probably front and center, maybe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious for both of you. Who do you think is the worst O'Hara's significant other for these kids? Is it Archie Battingham, Rupert Campbell Black, or Cameron Cook?
Oh,
good question.
Yeah, I mean, I know Declan is not fond of the Banninghams. I mean, that's certainly not a great family member to be part of his family, I suppose. Don't know. I mean, Cameron Cook is all right, though, isn't it? I mean,
I don't think Maud is a fan.
She's not a fan, though.
No.
Declan different, but yes.
Maud's not a fan, but also nobody's good enough for her boy. She's old school Irish mummy. Like nobody.
Yeah.
I would say that's worse for them. It would be Archie.
And so,
oh my God! Okay, Rupert gets a pass then. I was
going to say. I mean, it is awkward for Declan, having Rupert involved. I think Declan tends to park this side of his life, when he doesn't for the entire series. It definitely becomes a thing, I suppose. But I don't know. He tends to not give it too much air. They have a relationship outside of the Taggy Rupert relationship, and I think Declan, like a lot of Irish daddies, just tends to kind of put the blinders on, not see that particular thing, and just rally on with their relationship, and they just don't talk about it. It's probably a very 80s trait, I don't know. Don't talk about the thing that you find painful.
Yeah.
That's funny. I think it's really funny, Victoria, you just mentioned that, Patrick is very much her favorite, but I really like that Maud and Taggy have this sort of like caustic relationship with each other, but there's still love underneath it. Is their relationship going to improve at all this season, or is it still sort of that tension is still there?
It's a bit of both. I think there's, obviously both of them are a little bit older, and I think the power and the snit behind their relationship, the rivalry in many ways was lessened by Maud leaving the house, and Taggy taking over as the matriarch of the house, and in her rightful place, just doesn't have to deal with her mother's mess, and she looks after Dad and the rest of them anyway. She just had one less person to cook for.
Well, that's fair. And then just one final question, wrapping up. Use one word to describe your character's story by the end of the season.
Unresolved.
Okay.
Consequences.
Okay.
On that note.
Makes me a little nervous. On that note, I'll leave you guys. Thank you so much for your time. I'm loving this show. I can't wait to see more episodes.
Thank you so much.